being outplayed. You know, the lanes weren't really well thought out. The Soul Stealer's play has not been what it needed to be. Again, he was definitely the linchpin of this pick, right? And the Gauntlet just is not moving around. The Gauntlet is 1, 2, and 0 at this point. It's pretty unacceptable. You know, Flint Beastwood is super easy to pick off. Fade is relatively actually easy to pick off, or you can make her use her ultimate a little bit sillily. And none of that is happening. We just have this Gauntlet who's apparently trying to farm up a Helm of the Black Legion, I guess. Yeah, that's when that happens, the game is not going to change at all. That Helm of the Black Legion is not going to change the game, basically. Soul Stealer actually not doing really effective demon hands. Let's just cover that real quick. You want to try and hit so that you're able to hit the entire creep wave with both of your hands. The positioning takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's really, really important that if you want to play Soul Stealer, you master that, because it's really one of the core concepts of the hero, that you actually master that. Empath taking quite a bit of damage here, mostly blocking off this blacksmith. Looks like Empath is going to go ahead and get away. Chalice on Empath, I don't think that's really necessary. You know, her spells aren't super expensive compared to her mana pool, and I think wards are kind of more important at this point. But we do see much better warning by the Legion team at this point. We saw some nice counter warning by S2 marks. I'm just going to say S2 marks every time because it's more fun. It does look like Empath is going to go down again. Quite unfortunate that this Flint Beastwood is able to get so many kills, and they will be able to get to die in this tower at their leisure. Oh, Fade just barely getting away here with about 50 HP. You know, yeah. Not looking too good for the Legion team at this point. They are quite a bit behind in farm. And again, Gauntlet is just sitting at this bottom lane. Imagine if he had TP'd into this mid lane when they were pushing there. I mean, that was at least a free kill, at least getting them to back off. You have to be proactive in Heroes of Newerth. Heroes of Newerth is not a game about sitting in a lane and farming. It really is about controlling this entire map. Okay, see, I'm just going to circle this slowly. Learn it, live it, love it. We do see some counter ward on the counter ward here by Blacksmith. There's not really a lot of reason to put the counter ward up here when you could put it, say, here, and then counter this and counter this. Or, you know, put it, like, here, and I believe that should counter this as well as this. You know, I'm not really a support player. I don't know the in-depth positions, to be perfectly honest with you, but something like Sight on this is perfectly achievable with this little guy up here, this little flying birdie of death, flying monkey, death bringer. Use that to counter ward much more than I see a lot of people do. And you see Gauntlet just dying again. He's expecting people to come to him and get kills, when really he should be the one moving around and setting it up with that super powerful stun, that ridiculous ultimate, and really kind of making that happen. I still kind of have the belief that the Legion team is a really good set of picks to go up against this Hellborn team. But we're really just not seeing the execution there, and so it's really difficult to isolate the variables properly if you're not operating in a vacuum. A lot of dancing and warding going up at this corner, and it does look like this Fade is going to get another kill on the Soul Stealer. He's trying to ultimate. That's not really going to do much. He doesn't even have max souls. Okay, just kidding. Don't ever listen to me again for the rest of my life. Apparently a level 2 ultimate on Soul Stealer is pretty good against their lineup. You know, I mean, I guess Fade's max health is only 800, and Pyromancer's is about 1150, but, you know, bravo, Soul Stealer, bravo, sir. What's this going to look like? He's got about 1500 gold, probably going for that portal key, but, you know, this Flint Beastwood is a little bit out of control at this point. He is pulling in about 287 gold per minute. The fact that the Flint Beastwood is ahead of the Soul Stealer is not a good sign at this point. It looks like Soul Stealer is like almost trying to move around and gank quite a bit at this point, but he doesn't really have that portal key yet, and so he's not nearly as much of a force as he would be. And he does manage to actually dodge the race. We do see Gauntlet actually finally managing to move around. A missed ultimate there, a little bit unfortunate by that Bombardier, and Decency just doing a little bit of spam there. And we do see Nan's analogy will go down once again, getting a kill on Blacksmith. Obviously not worth it. Really needed to just reposition himself back over here with the rest of his team and kind of save that ultimate for that Flip Eastwood. You know, if you're going to sit there and you're going to Rice in a lane with somebody like Gauntlet, his gold per minute should be a lot higher. He has a great farming ability, and he was generally left alone besides the Madman. But you need to at least get some core item like a portal key, so that you become a really, really effective hero all of a sudden. But he didn't even do that, and so at this point he's kind of impotent as far as being a ganker at this point in the game. He really cannot make much happen. We do see Fade picking up a double damage rune. She is going to go for a Codex, and she did choose to get Ghost Martress as well. I'm not sure how I feel about Ghost Martress in general on her. I tend to favor either Striders or just sticking with Red Booties and then trying to get to the actual magic teleporty boots of Glee. I imagine that Fade will probably be able to get a really quick pick off here on Bombardier. Her stun wasn't the best place, and so Gauntlet will probably be able to punish her, and he does go down. If she had managed to target her stun a little bit better, that actually would have been quite a bit better. But unfortunately, she was not able to. I mean, let's just use the adjective better to describe the situation. That would be better. And I am horrible feeling. I haven't casted in about over a week because I was terribly ill. A little bit of an unfortunate portal key there by Soul Stealer, kind of leaving this Hellbringer to die, and then running back in there to die himself. Not the best combination. You know, if you want to go in, go in. If you decide to suicide your partner there, you kind of just have to let it go and be like, I'm sorry, bro. I love you as a person and as a father, but I just had to let you go. And now you see we have Striders and Helm of the Black Legion. You know, they're completely counter ideas to each other. Do you want to be in the fight or do you want to not be in the fight? Really kind of ineffectual. And, you know, that's essentially, I mean, it's not an entire portal key, right? Because he probably would have had the buckler anyway, but it's pretty close, right? We're in, like, the 2,000 gold area. So a couple hundred more gold, and he could have had a portal key and been an actual real presence in this game. I also don't think you need a hatchet on Gauntlet in any way, shape, or form. His auto attack is pretty good. The animation is solid. And, again, that flaming fist ability that makes your fist go in flames is pretty good at farming. Pretty good. It's like, what is it? I don't even know if it's less mana at lower ranks, but it's moderately spammable, especially if you go something like a Blood Chalice. And so again, we see Gauntlet is just sitting here and farming. I don't know if he thinks he's like Forsaken Archer or what, but it's just not making anything happen in this game. Fade is going to come up here. She should be able to get a really quick kill here on the Soul Stealer. I wouldn't be surprised if she just kind of takes the death from Gauntlet just to get that kill on the Soul Stealer. I don't know if Gauntlet actually has the mana to do her full combo. Ooh, Soul Stealer just chooses to leave the lane, and he might have enough HP to survive this, actually. Just kidding, she does have her Codex finished on Fade, which of course makes her combo much stronger, and we see Gauntlet trying to stride around, but that is not going to do much of anything. Blacksmith doing a good job warding. You see he has both wards and counter wards at this point. He is counter warding nothing. Now, if he were trying to counter ward there, I mean, he had no vision up the cliff, and they would have seen him put that ward down. So again, you know, use the Flying Courier. Really get in the habit of using that to make your wards happen. And, what? Wait, what? Oh, they use it to make their Codex. I get it now. I get it. Okay, I'm okay with that. But, you know, at that point, I probably would just go ahead and keep my red boots and then go for the traveling boots of awesome. Because you really, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you really need too much burst damage for a little bit here. And then from that point, you can go ahead and build spell shards once you have it. But we'll see how this works out. I'm kind of hoping they choose to go for those spell shards rather than upgrading those. We do see a hasted Fade coming up here on top, running through the trees, because trees ain't no thing. And this Hellbringer is going to get annihilated, basically. Now, hopefully they don't feel the need to use Codex. There you go. And they get the double kill, getting that Codex onto the Empath. Really unfortunate for the Legion team. The game is essentially over at this point. They've established dominance in every area. Soul Stealer is only at 231 gold per minute. And there are almost no situations in which a Soul Stealer's gold needs to be that low. 4, 5, and 1 is not the kind of kill count. You can be like 0, 5, and 0 on a Soul Stealer and still easily have over 300 gold per minute. A lot of it is just stacking and killing neutral camps, as well as clearing all those lanes. I think the early skill build on the Soul Stealer kind of came into play. Not to name and shame, but again, the Soul Stealer was really important to the team. We do see Gauntlet is probably going for a portal key at this point. It's going to be extraordinarily late. It's going to be kind of ineffective because he's not going to be able to solo gank heroes anymore because they're going to actually live through his combo more or less. And so it's going to take a lot more coordination. Generally, it's much easier for you to farm something like a portal key and then subsequently farm survival items once you're able to move around and get those ganks and everything than it is to worry about getting the survival items and then transition into items you need. Empath just kind of walking in here saying, "What's up, guys?" Gonna put a little wall up and then dying a horrible death. I feel a little bad. The poor little support hero is going up against this Fade and Blacksmith and all kinds of heroes that can blow you up quickly. We do see Man has chosen to go for a runed axe. I don't care what the tooltip says. That is clearly an axe. You can tell by the axeness of it. I tend to favor Nullstone, particularly against something like a Gauntlet. Even Hellbringer to a little extent. But I like Nullstone. I just like the heft it gives you, and for being not very quick, it's not super helpful. Yeah. What is there to say at this point? We have an 11 and 1 and 5 Flint Beastwood, who's kind of unfortunately fed by pretty gimped tri-lane level dependent. We have Colin in jungling, auto-attacking against creeps with no vision. Is just asking to die. He might actually be able to get a kill here on this Flint Beastwood. That would be lovely. Fade kind of give it up there. And so that turned out quite nicely. He got a 520 gold boost from that, and it will be quite nice. Not sure it's best game to be talking shit in, but we all make personal decisions every day. So that does actually give him his portal key. We'll have to see if he starts being a person in this game at this point. He has gotten up to 4, 4, and 1. But I would still like to see that much higher. We'll have to see where he is able to go from here. It looks like the Legion team does kind of want to stay in this and see what they can make happen. Soul Stealer is still extremely ineffective. He just does not have the gold that he needs to make this happen. I'm going to take a nice long drink here. I will never edit these out. Some guy told me to stop drinking water. I was like, what? What? Never. I'm not even going to move the camera. We can stare at darkness together while I enjoy this tasty beverage of a water. It does look like Fade is actually going for a Nullfire Blade. That's a pretty interesting pickup. I'm okay with that in general. I would like to see more Words of Revelation here by the support, just so that they're less likely to get picked out by this Fade like this. Yeah. Support our food. We have a lot of Striders in this game. How many Striders are in this game? 1, 2, 3. No boost for Empath. A little bit unfortunate. We do see a little bit of nice work here by this Gauntlet. You see how effective he is and how different the fights look when Gauntlet is there, because he just is such a powerful hero. And it's a little bit unfortunate that it's only happening now. Gauntlet probably feels like he's doing pretty well, but it's just so late. This is going to be close. Not the greatest ult there by the Bombardier. It looks like they're going to get away, and they're going to be able to probably... he actually hooks onto that Fade. They're probably going to be able to get away here, and they do get blown up. Fatman telling me that I'm going to rage? I'm going to be yelling about his play. And I'm really not thinking... I don't think that Blacksmith is really a key hero in this game, to be perfectly honest with you. He just kind of clicks his 2 skills, and then they either die or they don't die. Will they be able to track down? Ooh, very nice job by Bombardier. Having that confidence of knowing that he had a short time window where he'd be able to really easily hit that bomb if he just tossed it and ignited it. Good call by him. Empath just so scared at this point. Fade illusions. Really scary, because you never know, actually.